Okay, today I want to take a look at the Galactic Federation. So, this is supposedly a thing, and it was the Israeli Space Defense Minister or something like that who did like some big interview. He talked about it. He said there's a straight up Galactic Federation pretty much like in Star Trek, and that they had been interacting with our governments for years, and that Donald Trump knew about it, and he was going to go public with it, but they convinced him not to. Um, but I want to look right now at the Galactic Federation. So I am going to mainly use the Deviant Moon, but I am going to also look at the Tattoo Tarot, which I am just learning. So I still use this sheet. So we basically get to learn this deck together because I don't fucking know the deck that well. Um, the majors, I'm fine, but for the minor arcana, I do have the sheets that I will reference as these cards come out. But that's exciting because we basically both get to learn from this. So let's just see what we got. I did shuffle these. I haven't cut them, and as I pick this up, I don't really feel like I should. Um, so, I mean, the first question is basically, is there a galactic federation? Now, that wouldn't mean that it would have anything to do with Earth right away, but this is just to find out if there is a galactic federation. So, we get a root card of a Wheel of Fortune, and the main card being the reversed Hierophant. Wow. So, actually, the way that I would read the reversed Hierophant in this case would be like if the Federation actually just got toppled. Um, like, I suppose this would be Star Wars type stuff. If the rebels, fought against the Empire or whatever the fuck. Or if we look at it in a Star Trek way, let's say that the Federation got decimated by the fucking Klingons or the Romulans or whoever. So the reversed Hierophant to me is showing, because this is the structure, the order, the way things have always been done. This would show a federation. This is the federation that, I mean, at the very least, it would say there's a huge backlash against it. And with the bottom card being the Wheel of Fortune, whew, um, this would show galactic clock stuff, I mean, things that are part of greater wheels of energy. But this would basically say, like, I guess the stars would be aligned for the Federation to actually topple. But this would say yes, or at least at some point, right? Now, what I want to, let's just see what leads up to the Hierophant turning upside down. We'll do like a past and future here. Huh. All right. So what we get leading up to the reversed Hierophant is a Ten of Wands. Now, what would make sense to me, I mean, I wasn't around during the Roman Empire, so maybe this is a false narrative. But if some sort of um, group or like a federation or an empire or whatever the fuck, if it gets too big, then it can topple, right? And this looks like with the Ten of Wands that maybe it got too big, or maybe there was just too much to carry. I mean, it would require too many resources or something like that. Um, but here, that leads to the reversed Hierophant. This also could be labor, to be honest. Like, if the Federation was something like masters and slaves, this would be like some sort of slave rebellion. And then on the other side is the sun, and that is freedom. So this would actually show that the Galactic Federation would be some sort of restrictive thing, uh, like, like the churches have been, where they're like, you will do what we say, and all of this. So, as this thing topples, then we have freedom. Okay, so what I want to look at now, because the galaxy is pretty big, so let's just see if the Galactic Federation has been to Earth. So this thing here that it looks like it's toppled, have they been here? And a Queen of Swords is very, very difficult to read, but the thing that is sticking out to me here is the blood dripping from the sword. I mean, I guess I would take that as a yes, but a court card in this as a response to this question um, is very strange. Have they been to Earth? Well, what is the Queen of Swords like looking at, or what is she dealing with? The moon, right? Well, if they have not been to Earth, they have been to the moon. And if you go through these fucking readings that I've done about aliens and all of this shit, everything points to the fact that there is an alien base on the moon. And I mean, I guess the Federation would have been at least to the moon. Now, here's the question. Have they interacted with humans? Like, do our governments know about them, and have the governments, interacted with the Galactic Federation? Fascinating. There are two cards that wanted to come out, and it's the Fool and the Two of Cups. Now the Fool, what a strange card to show up here. I'm sorry about that glare. I don't really know what I'm going to do about it. So the Fool is the 0. The Fool is the spot on a clock, right? I guess I got a clock here. So on a clock, then we've got the hour. It comes back up to 12. And then there's the 60, and then there's the 1. The Fool is right in between there. I mean, the Fool, I guess, is like 1260, It's not the ending, it's not the beginning, it's the fucking gate. It's like right in between. Now, this would say to me that maybe it's happening now. Maybe that's a gate that is, oh, it's a gate. No, it's just a gate. That's the thing that it's showing. The Two of Cups is showing this harmonious period. This, to me, says that there is a gate. And the gate, at certain times, when the harmony is correct, the gate opens. Huh. Well, hold on now. So is this gate is this like in some government facility? And it might not be United States government, but let's say one of the governments or militaries is what is being shown in the Fool. Does it have to do with that, or is it there? And we get a reversed Four of Wands, and that is a broken commitment. So that's interesting, because this would kind of say not anymore. Maybe there was a time when it was that way, but not anymore. Fascinating, because all of the shit that's in here shows that there is some toppling of powers that is happening now. All right, hold on a second. Now we are going to reference, I'm just kind of going to slide these over. Maybe I'll just put them back in here and give it a little shuffle. But let's look at the Tattoo Tarot. So what does the Tattoo Tarot have to say about this? And we're looking at basically the same deal. So Galactic Federation, what does the Tattoo Tarot have to say? So we get a root card of Temperance and a main card of the Tower. I guess this would talk more about whatever upheaval is happening. Um, these two are so opposite, right? The Temperance card is about balance and understanding, and it is blending these two different things. And here we've got the Tower, which shows the structure that fucking blows up. Now, it could be that in the name of balance, this thing is being destroyed. Um, okay. So we're going to look at the same deal with basically Earth, right? So the Galactic Federation and its connection to Earth. Let's just look at that connection. And we get the fucking Fool. That is astonishing. All right. Okay, hold on now. Has this gate already opened? Is the gate open as I'm speaking right now? Has this gate already opened? There is a defender. So this looks like it's probably... Damn. What else can we get out of this? I mean, the Queen of Swords is obviously a defender. I mean, there's wind and like birds in the background. Hmm. Let's look. No, I already did that, didn't I? Is this is this going to lead to fucking aliens pouring through gateways? And it's the freaking Wheel of Fortune. There's one more that wants to come out here, and it's the Lovers. So the Lovers is showing this commitment, and the Wheel of Fortune is the fucking galactic wheel. Damn. So all of the wow, all of this is showing that there is some fucking gateway, and that gateway is about to open. And apparently there are things that try to keep that from happening, like protectors or whatever, but the Wheel of Fortune will not be stopped. This is the fucking galactic wheel, right? And you can throw your will against the will of the galaxy and you will lose. The Lovers also shows deep commitment, like this is a committed path. What else do we have coming out of this thing? I mean, I'm kind of getting the this little cherub guy in the back, shooting him with the arrow. All right, hold on. So considering all of this, whatever the force is, whether it's the Galactic Federation or whether it's the Rebellion, um, the things that come through the gate, are they how do they view humans? How do they view humans? Oh, this is my favorite card in this deck. The Star. I love this card. I'm pretty sure I know her. um, so the Star is showing a purifying force. Now, that means that they would come here for some sort of purification. Um, we would purify them? Good God. Now I have to see if that's our DNA or if that's just them doing whatever the fuck they're going to do when they come through the gates. I honestly would not know how to read this. Let's just look. I'm going to look at the King of Cups in this thing. Responsible, honest, kind man, creative education, educated or professional, liberal, poetic, artistic, religious. This doesn't really help me too much. So I would just take this because the King of Cups is not a particularly negative card. I'm taking this as showing the purification that humans represent to whatever the fuck we're talking about here, that this would not be extracting our DNA. We wouldn't look like a bunch of the cattle mutilations, right? That let's say that this is something better than that for us. Now we're going to go back here. And I'm basically going to ask the same questions. Make sure I don't have them all upside down. All right. So are we looking at a bunch of aliens coming through a fucking portal? Um, the Two of Wands. So as far as a yes or no, I would take the Two of Wands to be a yes, but we also have the digging in the ground. Maybe they come out of the ground. Maybe the portal is in the ground. None of that would surprise me. What else do we get coming out of that? Huh. No, that's pretty much it. All right. All right. Okay. I want to see where it is. Where is the gate? And we get the Page of Wands. So this is basically a mimic of the Two of Wands. So what we have coming out, all right, number one, it's probably buried. Number two, so we've got the two sticks that are crossed like this. What the fuck does that even mean? Where is the gate? The Page of Wands is going across an icy pond. So probably somewhere that there is ice. And this one would show that it's probably buried. That could be Antarctica, buried underneath Antarctica, or it could be buried underneath one of the Scandinavian countries. I did have a dream that showed me something very similar to this happening in Sweden. So this would kind of line up with that. Now I'm going to ask the Deviant Moon, whatever the fuck this is showing, coming through some sort of gate, how do they see humans? How do they see us? And there is one more that wants to come out. So first we have a Ten of Cups. This is the happy reunited family. So this is again looking better for us than I think it could. And the Six of Pentacles. This is funny. But here's the person that has the things in abundance, and they're giving the pentacle to this ghost. Like they're trying to help us, even though they can't. Like we're beyond help, apparently. Or maybe they're beyond help, right? They want to purify themselves in some way, but we can't fucking help them do that in any way. But this is a reunion. And if I remember right, I have done some of the alien readings in the past that showed aliens returning to Earth. It's not like they're invading. They're actually from here. And we fucking showed up at some point. And then, it's like if you go on vacation and you come back and there's a squatter in your house, and it's like, get the fuck out of here. It might be one of those deals. All right. Now, Deviant Moon, what have I not bothered to ask? Tell me something that I forgot to ask. What do we got going on here? Keeping in mind that the original question is about the Galactic Federation. It's right here, and it's the fucking moon. Well, keep your eyes on the moon. I guess that's all that I would say about this. We'll do the same thing over here, okay? The same question with this Galactic Federation. What have I not even bothered to ask? Like, what is some hidden thing that would make everything make more sense? None of these are wanting to come out super strong. Hold on. So it is a reversed Eight of Wands. Now, we're going to go back to our handy dandy sheets. Eight of Wands. Progress, breakthrough. No, we're looking at Eight of Wands reversed. Hasty decisions and actions, quarrels, and harassment. This, by the way, is a PDF that I ordered on Etsy for like fucking it was less than $3. And it's a PDF about this tattoo tarot deck because when I got it, it didn't come with a book. So if you are interested in this deck, there is a PDF that you can order online for less than $3 on Etsy, and it's pretty fucking cool. But anyway, this would show hasty decisions, quarrels, and harassment, which again is consistent with everything else that we've seen here. Okay, so I guess there is a Galactic Federation, and or at least there was, and if they're not already broken apart, they're fucking crumbling. And there's some shit on the moon, and apparently there is a gate buried on Earth, someplace where there is ice. That is what we get here. And when the things come through, or whatever, it looks like we won't be the cattle in the cattle mutilations. It'll be something maybe better than that, hopefully. Um, so that's what we get for now. And uh, let me know what you think about this. And I am very happy to look at this from many different angles. But that's what we have. Peace.